Kane and Abel, by Jeffrey Archer, is a sweeping saga of ambition, rivalry, and the pursuit of success, centered around two men from vastly different worlds, William Lowell Kane and Vladek Koskovich, later known as Abel Rosnovski. The novel traces their lives from birth to old age, chronicling the parallel yet contrasting paths they take, and how their fates inevitably collide. The story begins with the birth of William Lowell Kane in 1906 into a wealthy and powerful Boston banking family. Kane is groomed from a young age to inherit the family's vast fortune and influence, receiving the best education and opportunities. He is raised in privilege, attending the best schools and learning the intricacies of banking and business. Despite his wealth, William is hardworking, intelligent, and determined to carve his own path rather than simply inherit his father's legacy. He is shaped by his family's expectations and develops a keen sense of duty and responsibility toward their empire. Simultaneously, on the same day, Abel is born into poverty in a small village in Poland. He is the illegitimate child of a baron who is immediately disowned and abandoned. His mother dies shortly after childbirth, and he is raised by a poor trapper and his family. The harshness of his early life contrasts starkly with Kane's, as Abel experiences extreme hardship, including the atrocities of World War I. After being orphaned, he is taken in by a wealthy Polish baron and raised alongside the baron's son, though he never fully belongs to the family. His life becomes even more turbulent when the war devastates Poland. As a young man, Abel is captured by Russian soldiers and sent to a prison camp, enduring unimaginable suffering. Eventually, he escapes and, after many trials, manages to flee to the United States, where he begins to rebuild his life from nothing. In the US, Abel reinvents himself, changing his name to Abel Rosnovski. He starts out working in the hotel industry and gradually climbs his way up, using his resourcefulness and intelligence to seize opportunities. Abel is determined to succeed and escape the shadows of his past. Eventually, he becomes the owner of a successful hotel chain, the Baron Group, which mirrors his rags to riches transformation. Meanwhile, Kane has grown into a powerful figure in the banking world, following in his father's footsteps and managing the prestigious Kane and Cabot Bank. Although their lives have taken drastically different paths, fate brings them into conflict when Abel's hotel business finds itself in financial trouble. Desperate for help, Abel approaches Kane's bank for a loan, but Kane refuses. This perceived slight becomes the catalyst for a lifelong feud between the two men, as Abel sees Kane's refusal as a personal attack, fueling his hatred for him. From this moment on, their destinies become intertwined in a bitter rivalry, though they have never actually met face to face. Abel vows to destroy Kane, believing that his success and happiness depend on Kane's downfall. As both men rise in their respective fields, their rivalry intensifies, taking on both personal and professional dimensions. Over the decades, their competition spills over into politics, business ventures, and personal relationships, with both men trying to outdo and outmaneuver the other. While William Kane strives to maintain his family's banking legacy, Abel becomes consumed by his desire for revenge, blind to the consequences of his actions. The novel explores themes of power, ambition, revenge, and the consequences of choices. Despite their differences, Kane and Abel share many similarities. Both are fiercely determined, hard-working, and relentless in their pursuit of success. However, their differing backgrounds and worldviews ensure that they remain enemies, even as their lives continue to intersect in unexpected ways. Toward the end of the novel, the tension between the two men reaches a climax, but not before both of their families become embroiled in their feud. The novel also touches upon the next generation, with Kane's son and Abel's daughter becoming involved, adding another layer to the intricate saga. Kane and Abel spans several decades, capturing the evolution of both men's fortunes, the changing landscape of American business, and the complexities of personal and familial relationships. It is a tale of ambition and the human spirit's ability to overcome adversity, but it is also a cautionary story about the corrosive nature of hatred and the price of revenge. In the end, the novel offers a poignant reflection on the parallels between the lives of Kane and Abel, showing how similar they were despite their opposing backgrounds and their failure to recognize their shared humanity. Ultimately, Kane and Abel is an epic story of triumph and tragedy, showcasing Jeffrey Archer's masterful storytelling and ability to create compelling, multi-dimensional characters. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for other interesting book summaries to spice up your reading list.